This is the Pegasi Toreador, and it is quite possibly one of the weirdest cars Pegasi has ever made. And today I'm going to show you all of its quirks and features. Starting off with getting into the Toreador, the handles are flush with the car, so you just kind of stick in your fingers right there, pop it out, and get inside. Once you are inside the Toreador, you're greeted with a great gauge cluster and just a beautiful interior. I mean, this is quite possibly the best car Rockstar has ever made in terms of quality and materials. It is absolutely beautiful with Pegasi and wood everywhere. The seats look phenomenal. This car is just so luxurious and quite possibly my favorite car interior in GTA Online. If you have a chauffeur, you will be in the back seats, and let me tell you, the back seats are quite a place to be with even more legroom than the front. You don't have to worry about driving, you don't have to worry about the road. You just sit back here and relax. Now let's talk about the exterior of this car, which is absolutely beautiful, just like the interior. It is so flush with sharp lines everywhere, meeting perfectly. There are visibly zero panel gaps at all. It is just beautiful, along with the window that runs along the side where your legs go, and the back where the engine is. I'll get to that a bit later. It is just an absolutely beautiful car. Now let's talk about the engine, which, like I said, is in the back and not the front. This is for weight distribution purposes and also a bigger cargo space, because if the cargo space was back here, it would be smaller than it is in front because of the large kind of shark nose the Toreador has going on. But the engine being back here just makes this car a thrill to drive. Despite its pretty big size, it doesn't feel like it when you're driving it. Another quirk of the Toreador, the missiles are up here because this car has missiles, because why would it not? I mean, the Toreador is beautiful and everything. Why not be beautiful at war? Another quirk is when the doors are exploded like this, you can see that they are completely flush, as if there are only 2 big doors instead of 4 small doors. Another quirk is the wheels, which are 10-spoke wheels. They are light and they accompany this car perfectly. They add just to the correct balance and proportions of this car. And once again, really make this a thrill to drive, especially on back roads and canyon roads, where you can observe the scenery thanks to the big glass panels that are on the side of every door. And so, those are the quirks and features of the Pegasi Toreador. Now, time to get this thing out on the road and see how it drives. Alright, driving the Toreador. Alright, there's a straight road here, I'm gonna gun it. Oh my god, oh, it's so... Like I had mentioned earlier, despite the big size of this car and the width and the length and everything in mind, it feels relatively small thanks to the layout. I mean, mid-engine makes anything better, really. And in this car, it really just balances everything out. And if the engine was in front, you'd probably have a lot of oversteer, and it would just not be a very great experience. But the engineers at Pegasi really did a good job on this vehicle. Now, I forgot to mention in the review earlier that this thing actually can go underwater. I will not be showing you that quirk because I do not want to get arrested for randomly diving into the ocean with a submersible vehicle. But overall, this car is really great and really an engineering feat from the engineers over at Pegasi. And so, those are the quirks and features of the Pegasi Toreador. This thing is pretty expensive, and for the price, you can definitely get something that is way faster. But you will not get a jack-of-all-trades vehicle like the Toreador. So if you have the money, I say buy it.